What's up, Virgo? So this reading, we're going to focus on your spirit guides, connecting to them, seeing what their energy is like, how to better cure your connection, and we might even get a sneak peek on what your life purpose is. So I already pre-shuffled the deck, so we can go ahead and get right into it. Okay, Virgo spirit guides. What is the energy of Virgo spirit guides? What is the energy of Virgo spirit guides? All right. Okay, so like, because I've been doing other signs for the readings, a lot of times, like, the number of cards I would get would represent, like, a separate energy or just, like, one all-inclusive energy. But this is, like, the first time I've had, like, one card pull out, but it holds multiple energies in it. So you have a lot of people working for your spirit team. A lot. And I feel like because there's a lot of people working on your spirit team, it can sometimes kind of prove like a little bit of a hectic timeline for you. Like there might have been points in your life where like you would be going one way and it's almost just like a fuck up would happen. Nothing on your fault or nothing on really anybody's fault. It would just be like an unexplainable fuck up, and it would kind of disrupt the path that you were going on. And you would kind of have to be like, okay, wait, we'll go plan B. And there was always like a plan B like waiting for you. It's just because there's so many people working on your timeline that like the communication sometimes on your team isn't as fluid as it needs to be. It's just giving me very much like a crowded room, just like a lot of chatter. Like there's a lot of noise I'm hearing right now. Yeah, like I feel like my ears are very stuffy. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get more of a clarifying energy. Like to see if there's any standout energies on your team. So like I asked like if there's any like more prominent energies that want to come forth to like present themselves. And again, because there's so many people, a lot of people rushed forth to be like, I do, or I do, I do. I mean, it's all very loving. And like the energy, I'll just describe the energy more since I can't really pin down a specific one because they all kind of want to have their own moment. Is a very like jovial. I think that's how you pronounce it. Atmosphere. It's very fun loving. It's very like it's like a family. It's like almost like a family reunion type of vibe. Like all the aunts and uncles and everybody's just mingling. Oh, actually, that makes me curious though. If okay, let me see if they're like ancestors, because that would make sense. Okay. Nope, it was spilled out. I'm gonna go with that was just the one card. It's Ace of Cups, right? Okay. So I asked if there were ancestors involved, and oddly enough, no. There's not like a strong presence of like family ancestors, like of your bloodline, of your current bloodline. It's more of like almost like a ragtag team, like a bunch of spirits from different like avenues coming together to help you, Virgo. It's like I don't know if you guys ever watched like the Expendables or like the A Team or those type of movies where it's like a bunch of guys who make up a team, but all of them have like come from a different way of life or have a different personality or different culture, but they all work together really well. They all work together for a common goal, and that common goal is you. And that's very much the energy I'm picking up from your spirit team. Is like it's like spirits from just different like would be different realities or different I won't go too deep because I'm still learning about this as well, of how the different realms and stuff and dimensions work. But it's like kind of like that. It's like you have souls that are part of your soul tribe, because not all, because I explained this in a different video from I think it was for either Cancer or Scorpio, I had mentioned how um, your soul tribe and soul family are not just present in your physical, but they're also present on the spirit realm of it as well. Like it's like a football team, you know, how like you have some players out on the field when the field would be where we are right now, and you have some people, so still like on the sidelines, but I wouldn't even say sidelines because of they're still very active in your role. They're still very active in the role in your life, but they're just remaining on the higher realm, helping you. So you have that kind of spirits helping you out. You have spirits who have maybe even recently passed over and have kind of been trying to figure out like a purpose, or just not ready to like they still feel like they had a purpose to finish, and they found you and they're helping you out, and you have it's just very much like a whole bunch of different. You have angels working for you. You have it's a whole. You got a very large team, and I think they're just trying to figure out how to more help you out on a constructive and very without any more like communication detours. Okay, let's see how you can better your connection with your spirit team. How can Virgo better your connection? I don't reversals, by the way. So we got Eight of Cups and Ace of Swords card. Okay. Huh. Okay. So how you could better connect, Virgo? I don't know if some of you are cooks or like to cook or like to have like when I say cooking, it can mean like you bake or you actually cook or you like to make drinks or you like to it's something to do with like building consumables. Even getting the word edibles. If you make edibles. But it's something to do with cooking. So this is gonna be a very again like a select group of Virgos. And I knew like when I chose to do this type of reading it would be anyway. But so if this resonates, it's have something to do with like if you have a hobby or you have been interested in cooking, baking, mixology. I feel like I'm missing. There's like some, or even just like it's not gardening per se, like it's just harvesting, like gathering. Like if you go out and mushroom pick and stuff like that, like it's that type of vibe. Like home and heath. Is it heath or hearth? Whatever where the fire pit is and stuff like that. But something to do with being at your home and creating something involving food or drink. And it's almost like you get put in a zone where you're more open to communication in a sense, where like you'll be more open to messages and be more receiving to messages. As well as physical activity. So it would be more of a like physical activity as in like it will be more like you have to they almost want you to they want you to kind of surrender your mind and let down your guard, and they see the only way for you to do that is if when you're doing a relaxed hobby that you like or when you're physically exhausted from activity. Like say if you like to work out or if you like to you know do mixed martial arts or jogging, and it says like in that fatigue state of mind is when they would like to step in to communicate you because you're a lot more open to communication because your guard is down because you're basically tired. So I would say just be more mindful of like when you do cook and like having like your mind kind of be more open to where your train of thought goes and what comes into your train of thought. And also as well as when after you finish any physical activity and you're tired, like pay attention to like your streamlined thoughts and your subconscious thoughts, because sometimes they might not actually be your specific thoughts. They might be messages that are coming in. Okay. What is something Virgo to needs? What is something you want Virgo to focus on? Got the Justice and Three of Swords. Okay. Okay, they gave me what they don't want you to focus on and gave you what you should be focusing on. So what your spirit team doesn't really want you to focus on right now is the pressure of the questions of like, where are you going with your life? What are you gonna do with your life? If you're doing like the right thing or the wrong thing, if you're gonna be worth like, it's almost like the question of worth, like you're questioning your worth in life. And like, if you don't do something, then you have no worth. If I don't do this, if I don't succeed in this, I don't have any worth. And they're telling you, don't focus on that. It's not something you should worry about. It's not a concern. It's more fear-based of those thoughts. And they want you more to decide to focus on your home and family. They want you to focus on continue building that stability for your working family. And I know sometimes too, like stability, it's like, oh, that if to have stability, I need to succeed in this, and that's why I'm worrying about it. And then my worth in succeeding is this is the worth of my family. Like, it's not so much that, but more in sense of like the stability in your connections with the people around you, and your stability in if your home feels like a home, and making sure that it is a peaceful um, atmosphere and environment for your family and you. They really want you to take time to like enjoy the simple moments with your family, enjoy the simple moments with yourself, enjoy the simple moments even with your pets. Like, they really want you to focus on being relaxed, which okay, it will make sense because they really want you to. It's almost like you're in a high stress mode. Like you've been very tense and you've been very just on guard and having to like figure life out, and you've been really stuck in that cycle, and spirit really wants you to just take a time to relax and relax your mind, because your mind is very much on a high level of activity, of stress. Okay, let's see if we can figure out your life purpose. All right, what is Virgo's life purpose? Can you give me a hint? King of Staves, Four of Cups, Three of Coins. Huh. Okay. So, okay. Life purpose has definitely something to do with spirituality, whether that is like an organized religion or like something more towards the occult. Um, is something to really do heavy with your spirituality that has to do with your life purpose. But it is a path, because okay, it's a type of path that only you can take, because it's good. I won't sugarcoat it and say it's going to be an easy path from what I'm seeing and what I'm picking up at. It is going to be a path with challenges. And again, this is for a very like select Virgos. So I'm sorry if it's not resonating, but this is for someone who is very much about to take a hard path for spirituality. Ugh. Yeah, and it almost has something to do with like your next life. It's like you have to go through this stage of like, it's almost like you're struggling to spread your spirituality to people, or you're struggling like, or if you do, when you do take that step into something with your spirituality, like I said, if it's organized religion or not, and something to do with challenges involving that, challenges like almost being shamed for your beliefs. But it's building your trust in that, in your beliefs. You're going to be shamed for your beliefs, but it's only that is for you to fully trust in your own beliefs and to fully trust that what you believe in is right, regardless of whatever. anybody else says, regardless of what work they put into your spirituality, is what the only thing that matters is what is the work that you put into it. Is it worth something to you? Then it's worth the world. If it doesn't matter if it's not worth anything to anybody else, it matters if it's worth to you. Yeah. So like I said, I'm sorry that doesn't resonate, but it just definitely was a message that somebody needed to hear, because it is a path that I feel like you have been like kind of called to and pulled to, but have been like resisting it because it just didn't make sense to you, or you, like you said, you've been focusing more on the practical measures of life. But it's definitely like, if you have been feeling pulled to religion, let's just say that, then definitely follow that pull, because that is part of your life path. But I will say it's not going to be easy, and it's not meant to be easy, but it's something that you will overcome, and it's for your next life. It has something to do very much with how your next life is going to play out. But yeah, I hope you guys resonated. With a few of you that could resonate, I hope you resonated. Leave comments down below and let me know. It helps you better connect your energy. Tune in next week, because I'll be doing a career in finance, and hopefully that will be a lot more broad for Virgo. Feel free to like and subscribe. I do personal readings. I'll leave the link down below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.